And just like that, the courtroom is back in session. But folks, this isn't Mr. Hunter's first rodeo. Stick around, because things are about to get complicated.
All right, good morning, Mr. Hunter. We're bringing you back because you now have a new fugitive case and you have a new lawyer. What would you like?
No, we're seeking fugitive bonds on these matters. The new matter, to the best of my knowledge.
Too much baggage. That's judge speak for you. Burned through all your chances. Buddy, do you think the judge should deny bond here? Or does everyone deserve at least one more shot?
This from North Carolina is basically the same complainants of the Houston case. Same folks. I think their surname is Beaker. I think a $30,000 bond has been set in the case here in Harris County. We would respectfully request bonds in the amount of $20,000 on the 3 fugitive warrants, and let my client sort things out with those other jurisdictions as well as ours.
Your Honor, because of the fact that he has now 3 fugitive cases in our court, 2 out of Knox County, Tennessee, and now a new one out of North Carolina County, we'll be asking for no bond.
I told him beforehand, we've visited this issue before, and I told him the last time that he was here that
This is huge. The judge is basically saying the court itself is afraid of what Hunter might do next, fear of future crime. Is one of the strongest reasons judges slam the brakes on bond.
I wasn't going to give him one. He just got way too much baggage. And it's all the same thing where it's a theft from an elderly. And we have the same thing that's occurring over and over and over. You know, and it scares me that if we let him out, is he going to pick up a 5th case, you know? Or it just is so much baggage. He scares me, you know? And
He does have, he's kind of been a resident of this area, you know, for 25 years. So
I get it, but he's got a lot. He's hopscotching with the states as far as criminality, right? He's got 2 cases in North Carolina, or 2 in Tennessee, 1 in North Carolina. Now he has 1 here. He's got
Boom, that's a gavel drop moment. Right there, 3 states, multiple charges. This isn't just bad luck. It's a criminal road trip across America.
in 3 different states. He's got charges. It's too much, and I think that because of that, he's a big flight risk, and I don't want to lose him. You know, and he knows this because I've told him this before. You're not the first person that has approached on me with this. You know? So, yeah, it's just, you got to understand that there's a lot that comes with this, right? If it was 1, perhaps, right? But you've got 3.
If Hunter ever posts bond, the states will basically fight over who gets him first. Imagine 3 prosecutors playing tug of war with 1 defendant.
3 different states. It's way too much. You know, at some point, it's got to stop. Now's that time. So the idea is that has he made bond? He hasn't made bond on the cases upstairs, right? So because you have not made bond, the 14 days here that would normally kick in is told if and until that hold upstairs is released. So if you're able to make bond on that theft case upstairs, that would kick in the 14 days for those states to come get you. And then they would have to battle it out as to who comes.
And that's where the courtroom leaves it. But what do you think, should multi-state offenders like this ever get bond? Or is the judge right to keep him locked up? Drop your thoughts below. I'm curious to see where you stand.
And whatnot, and, you know, so I guess just let me know what you guys want to do. The felony court is set for
Right now.
All right, pause for a second. Whenever a judge says, who do we have here? You know we're about to dive into someone with a serious backstory. And trust me, this one's wild.
March 11th. Typically what we do is we just set it the day after. And I'm sorry, Mr. You know, but it's just too much. Yeah.
Your Honor, I do also want to add, he hasn't waived on this new North Carolina case, so he wants to start that clock today.
Okay, I'll let you guys see if that's something that you want to do. You know, if not, we can go ahead and get a governor's warrant. That'll take 90 days. But, you know, if you post bond on the case upstairs, that would get the ball rolling really, really quick.
Right.
So, okay. You guys let me know what you'd like to do. Thanks.
Think about this: nearly a whole year dodging the law. Hey, raise a question for you: should fugitives even get bail after skipping out for that long? Drop your thoughts below, because judges wrestle with that exact dilemma.
Hi. Hey, happy Friday, man.
Happy Friday. We are here.
Who do we have here?
We have Herman Riley, Judge, R-I-L-E-Y.
Morning, Ms. Riley.
Requesting bond.
Okay, Mr. Riley, I've never met you before. I don't know you. I got to get to know you in the short time that we have here to see who are you? Are you a danger to our community? Well,
Whoa, did you catch that? A year on the run for alleged domestic battery involving children. This is
brutal, allegedly biting your partner in front of kids. That doesn't just raise legal stakes, it raises moral ones. Judges often weigh not just the crime, but the context children present that can tilt bond decisions heavily.
isn't just a routine bail hearing, it's a full-blown fugitive case. Now, here's something many viewers miss. When you're a fugitive, your bond isn't treated the same as a standard case. You often have to pay 100% upfront, not the usual 10%, because courts see you as a higher flight risk. What do you think? Should fugitives even get bail after running this long?
everybody tells me that, right? Hold on. I know that you have a statement that you want to say, but what really matters is the paper, because that really tells me who you are. I get people that try to sell me the sun, moon, stars, everything here, but that really tells me who you are. So, Dave, let's get to know Mr. Riley.
Your Honor, he's wanted out of the...
This is key. The judge isn't just looking at the crime, but two questions. Is this guy dangerous? And will he show up to court? Everything else is job is child support. That's background noise compared to those two.
Louisiana for domestic battery involving child endangerment and theft, but the theft is a misdemeanor, so he's only being extradited on the domestic. It was where he is alleged to have bitten his live-in girlfriend in front of a shared child and a second child, a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. The warrant was issued on May of last year, so we're getting close to a year, Judge, for the...
So he's been on the lam, you're saying, for a year?
Well, I don't believe it's an FTA, I believe it's a 2B warrant.
What's it to be? Okay.
I don't show any other history, and so state just requests that a sufficient bail be set, but I don't know of his ability to...
So you're okay with the bond?
I'm okay with a bond, I'm not okay with a low bond.
Judge, my client has requested that he address the court.
Pay race where the tension explodes. The prosecution wants $7,500 a defense. Just $1,000. That's not a small gap. That's a canyon. What would you set it at if you were on the bench?
Yeah, I know.
So let's not talk about the case, because you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You got to understand that I have a ton of prosecutors here. Whatever you say, they're going to sit there and type it down. It's very possible it may get back to the prosecutors in Louisiana somehow. So don't talk about the case.
Myself.
My only concern is, if I set you a bond, number one, are you going to be a danger to our community? Number two, are you going to go back to Louisiana? Those are the main and primary concerns.
That's what I want to assure you of. Okay, right now I'm working. If I stay here 14 days, I may lose my job. I pay on child support and everything. I talked to the bondsman in New Orleans already. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I go up there, he gonna walk me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of the bonding and everything. But I just want to let you.
It's set there.
I'm checking that right now, Judge. No, there's no bond set, which means they'll set one as he self-surrenders, but I don't know what they would set it at.
So typically the way it works is if we set you a bond, we give you 14 days from the date of your release to go turn yourself into Louisiana. If you fail to go do that, you have to understand that there are serious consequences. I will revoke the bond, set it at 0, and I'm not going to give you another one. I don't care if you're kicking and screaming and Jesus told you to do something. I don't care. We give you one shot to go turn yourself into Louisiana. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about a bond amount.
Your Honor, due to the offense and the fact that 2 minor children were present.
And there is the judge draws a line of fugitive with children involved. Isn't getting out for pocket change. Notice how he balances fairness with community safety. That's a tightrope of bond hearings.
And the age of the warrant is a state requests a bond of $7,500.
Well, Judge, we'd request a bond set of $1,000.
Big difference.
It's a pretty big divide, Judge.
So the problem is that because you're a fugitive, right, you are an inherent flight risk. So the normal 10% that one would have to pay to typically bond out usually does not apply in fugitive cases, as far as I've been told. So you will probably have to pony up 100% of the money to be able to bond out on a fugitive case. So I guess speak with him, let me know, what's something that you guys.
He told me he could make
afford.
$1,000 bond.
Yeah, I think 1,000 is too low.
That's the amount that he can make.
That's too low. I mean, that's what we do on normal cases, not just,
Unless I get new information, Your Honor, just again, due to the age of the warrant and the fact that there were minors present, is unless I get new
I
information.
don't want to keep you, right? But I have to make the bond sufficiently high so that I know that you're going to go back, right? What I'll do is I'll set your bond at $2,500, okay? And then just let me know, what we can do is, has he already waived or no?
No, he has not.
Have
We
able to
thought-
reach out to your folks, your family, to see that's something that, whether you guys can make it.
Under 2,500.
This is not I'm not going to negotiate with you, dude. This is just that 1,000 on a fugitive case with this type is just too low.
And also, just reminding counsel and the court is that even presuming that he's able to make this because Louisiana has set at no bond for him to return and go back to work, he has to make a secondary bond there. And if this is the maximum he is able to pay, then effectively he'll be held in Louisiana and he won't be able to return.
I'll also have to take that into consideration.
Judge, my client has chosen to not take the bond into work. If that's okay with court.
2,500, like,
Don't argue with it.
no, I'm not arguing. I just want
Here, look, let's do this.
I want to lose my job and everything.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll let you guys go back there, talk about what you can make. 1,000 is just too low, but I'm willing to work with you because, really. But you guys, no, let's not do it here. Go back there, talk,
I'll stand down, Judge.
Christine?